What's going on, guys? Steve Blake here, and today I'm doing a video on a question I've been asked a lot of times, so many times in fact that I'm doing a video on it. So a lot of you guys are interested in event planning or sneaker event planning in general. I've done both things. So I've planned events that have nothing to do with sneakers, and I've planned events that have a lot to do with sneakers. So a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I did a sneaker event at Gillette Stadium. It was crazy, very, very successful. And from that moment on, I helped out with a ton of different events, especially locally here in the Boston area. And tomorrow I will be doing an event at Twin River Casino, so a nice central location, and it's a perfect time to highlight not only that event, but also talk about a little bit about what goes into it, and we'll do some very basic fundamentals. If you guys have follow-up questions, just drop them down below in the comments. I also am picking the winner for the Crep Protect and the last video, and I have another can to give away too. So if you're interested, the link down below to the Facebook event. If you're local and you can come, RSVP is going. If you want to support, just RSVP is interested, and drop a comment on the wall like good luck, etc. And I'll pick one of you guys there. And also feel free to add me on Facebook. I'm one of the admins for the group, so it's easy to add me. One of the things I'll talk about, which is preparation. There's like 4 P's for event planning or 3 P's for event planning. In preparing the event, I had a Facebook group page that was actually set to private, so I'm promoting a private page the whole time, and I had to switch to a public one. So in the last week, pretty much all the RSVPs that I had for the event had to go away. And obviously you want to be prepared for things that are unexpected. That's really important. But we'll get into the first P of event planning, which is planning. So planning out the event, I really recommend giving yourself enough lead time to organize everything you need to know. And this comes with knowing your audience and knowing what you want to have at the event. If you want to have guest speakers, if you want to have relationships where you have vendors there that are from official companies, this process of contacting them takes a lot of time. For Gillette Stadium event, it was about an 8-month planning period. I'm working with the Jaguars down in Jacksonville for a sneaker event at their stadium. This event planning is going to be about a 4 to 5 month long timeline. So making sure you're giving her enough time to properly plan and execute will really make your whole life easier, so you're not doing everything last minute. Second P is going to be place, where you're going to have the venue. One of the things, again, is you're going to focus on another P, which is people, but knowing your demographic, who's going to be there, and for this reason, place and people kind of go together. So for this demographic, I know that in Boston, there have been a lot of sneaker events recently. That doesn't mean there's not a market for them, but it means that I really want to touch down into the tri-state area, being Connecticut, Boston, Rhode Island. So Twin River is a very central location. It's easy to get to, about an hour from Hartford, hour from Boston, and 20 minutes from Providence. So being in the central location makes it so that I can maximize the number of attendees at the events, and it's very similar in location to Gillette Stadium, so that's one of the reasons why I picked it. Another P, which is kind of the goofy one for 4, is parking. It's so unbelievable to me. I'll go to events where there's just no parking, or parking is a fee. And with a lot of companies, like I know recently, and there's been some criticism over it, but SneakerCon's been charging $20 or $25 for a ticket. At that price, and then trying to find parking at one of their events, for instance in New York City, you're looking at like a $60 day just to get into the event. So in picking my places for events, I want to make sure there's a lot of parking. Twin River has a ton of parking and it's free, so no issues there. So those are some of the quick P's. So we have planning, we have parking, we have place being the venue, and then we have people. And again, I can't reiterate enough the people aspect, making sure that you reach out to whoever it is, whether it's vendors or other people that you have relationships, to make sure that you can get the most amount of people to your event, and make sure that you're reaching all these people in an effective and efficient manner. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button for me. And also if you want to participate in the Crep Protect giveaway, the link to the Facebook events down below. Again, very, very brief overview, but hopefully this gives you some of the right ways of thinking about it to make your next event a success. T-Lake signing out. Peace, guys.